wow. I mean, do you know any female protagonist superhero movies like Supergirl, Catwoman, Elektra? They're bad. They're all bad. When I saw this trailer, I thought it was gonna be okay, but I thought DCU has went downhill after the Dark Knight, and but wow, wow. I mean, okay, hey guys, this is Steven Guy. Today I'm gonna do a movie review on Wonder Woman. I didn't watch Baywatch yet. I didn't I didn't see Baywatch yet, but probably today or tomorrow. I don't know. So the plot in this movie where you got this movie is about the Justice League, the character named Diana Prince, which is Wonder Woman, and she has a story. How did she become Wonder Woman, and how did she took that picture, and how did she start before she joined the Justice League, which is coming on November after Thor Ragnarok came out. So the plot of this movie, you got Diana Prince and her mother lived in the place called Themyscira. I don't know what it is. And so this girl, which is I forgot who's in this movie, and starring in this movie was Gal Gadot, which is starred as Wonder Woman, Chris Pine as Steve Trevor, and Robin Wright is I forgot the name. If you didn't know these actors, Gal Gadot was I didn't know much about Gal Gadot, but I seen her first movie in Batman v Superman, which is bad, and Suicide Squad. I find it decent because one bad thing about Suicide Squad is the Joker. I mean, Jared Leto was bad in this movie. I mean, come on, why did they bring Heath Ledger back there? So yeah, in this movie where you got Diana Prince as Wonder Woman, and then after that she wanted to train for 100 of years. She grown up and she finally got her power, and then she saw something out of the plane. It was Steve Trevor, which is Chris Pine, and and then the and then the girl was finding out to ask to find the villain named you know what, I can tell. There is a villain in it, but I can tell. Oh, if you know who is the villain is, you might know. But yeah, so upon this movie, Steve Trevor was going on an adventure with Diana Prince. So Diana Prince wanted to kill the villain. Ah, screw it. You know who's the villain is? It's Ares. Yeah, Ares in this movie. Because you might wondering the comics they showed Ares in it. So probably I think it's Ares. I can't spoil the movie. Sorry. So Diana Prince and Steve Trevor are going out to find Ares, and then Steve Trevor doesn't want to find Ares. He wanted to stop the World War. So Wonder Woman is set on the World War I and some kind of that. And then Steve Trevor wanted to help Wonder Woman to stop the war, and then Wonder Woman just like wow like that, wow wow like that, and the story in this movie, he wants to find Ares so that Zeus since already killed Ares, and then Ares has someone in this London, a place or something like that, and yeah, and they have to stop the World War II, the tanks and something like that, and yeah, this is how they took the picture, and then she was something like that, but yeah. So that's all for the plot in this movie. So let me thoughts on the character. The characters are great. I mean, how great they are. I mean, like how great, how great in this movie there are, and the costume designs are kind of great because the costume design was set in the World War I, and okay, to be honest, this movie kind of reminds me of Captain America, but even though Wonder Woman and Captain America is not connected, I mean Wonder Woman was set in the World War I, but Captain America was set in the World War II. How interesting was this movie? I'm gonna tell you, this movie is kind of a little bit the same, but it's like Diana Prince has become Wonder Woman and found her suit, and Captain America has become the Super Soldier, and then before that he became Avengers, and then Wonder Woman, he joined before he became the Justice League. So, so yeah, there are a bit funny moments in the scenes. Of course, there's bit funny moments in the scenes. So, and so, oh yeah, and so, oh yeah, and the director was not directed by Zack Snyder. It was directed by another guy, but he's the producer of Zack Snyder. But since Snyder was only last film is the Justice League before he leaves because he has a family problem. But it's I gotta say it's kind of sad that Zack Snyder was leaving Justice League. So so after that I can't spoil it. Sorry, it's falling down. Okay. I can't spoil it. The movie. I don't know much about this. I don't know much of it, but I did watch the movie. I watched the movie yesterday, and 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 yeah. So that's all I like to say about this movie review and the plot of this movie. The plot of this movie is kind of great, and the character designs and a bit funny moments in the scenes is kind of great, I think. And the cast is good. And what else? Oh yeah, There's one more plot I forgot. Wonder Woman Diana Prince has asked a lot of people how did he find Eris and something like that, and then so Wonder Woman and Steve Rogers that came to save and rescue and find Eris, and that villain. There are two villains, that girl with the mask and something like that, but I don't know the name. Only I know the name is Eris because I played some of the video games like Injustice. What kind of symbol is that? So yeah, that's all for my movie review about this film. What I thought about this movie, I gotta say, guys, this is one of the best DCU movies I have ever seen. It's not bad, it's not good, it's not great, it is amazing. I mean, like, oh my god, I thought this movie was gonna be a little bit okay, but oh my god, it's such an amazing film. I can't believe how good is this film. Well, I thought probably DC would go downhill, but suddenly it became, oh my god, DCEU, you became great again. This movie is like the new MCU, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All the movies have been great, but in the DCU movie, it's kind of decent, bad, and good. And what I say about those four films, Man of Steel, it is a good movie, but not that great. I gotta say, Wonder Woman is one of the greatest films of DC films of all time, not, not, but not the best as The Dark Knight. I thought The Dark Knight franchise is of one of my favorite DC movies of all time. That's why I got loose interest in DCEU, and that's why I'm not a big fan of DCEU. But it kind of reminds me that after I watched this movie, I got mixed feelings on Justice League. Because before that, I'm not excited for Justice League. I thought it's gonna suck, but no. After that, it got me mixed feelings. So yeah, this movie is before Justice League. So in Justice League, something might gonna happen. And so yeah, I'm gonna give Wonder Woman an A. Yes, this movie kind of reminds me of Captain America. But even though Captain America is such a great film, I mean, I like the sequels, and yes, there will be Wonder Woman 2, but I don't know if it's great or not. So yeah, it is the greatest film of all time, but not the best superhero film of all time. It's a great film. It's an amazing film. I thought it is cool and something like that, but it's not good as the MCU. Sorry about that, DC fans. So yeah, that's all I need to review about this movie. So I'll see you guys next time. So I will review on Baywatch next.